Grand Rapids this Saturday. I want to talk to you about teaching to the learner. When I first started teaching, well, not necessarily when I first started teaching, because the teaching came to me at a very, very early age. But in the public system, I could say. One thing that I used to think about was like, okay, little folks, let's get ready to learn what Miss Jackson is getting ready to teach you. And whatever else you thought about or thinking about and doing all that, just set that aside, because we finna get down on it, on the knowledge, on the learning and everything. But through, through time, I learned that we could be in the classroom and everybody sitting right there, and I've looked the class straight in the eye, and this is from sixth grade on up or sixth grade on down, and I say, okay, turn to page 119 in math, and I don't remember particularly which math we may be working on at this particular time. I'm just giving you an example of what teaching the learner can do to you if you're not aware, if the learner is not ready. That's what teaching the learner to the learner means. We have to learn how to perceive or understand whether the learner is with you. You understand? So one day we was in class, and this was sixth grade here, and the student, one student said, we had been into the lesson for maybe 15 minutes, you only get about 30 minutes for a lesson or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And for each lesson, because we had to teach everything. We weren't semi-departmentalized during those days. These was like early 80s, mid 80s, I think, if I remember correctly. And so one of the students say, you dummy, we on page 119. I said, no, sweetheart, because he's still not with you now, because he just sent him back to wherever he was in his head at that moment. So I said, sweetheart, we're on page 119, just as though, we had just started. I did not want that person to go back into their whatever they were going through, whatever they were, whatever level it took them to get to that present moment where we were, you understand? And because we don't know what others have to go through to go through their day, you understand? And so this was these were some great learning days for me, because we think we're teaching these students, and actually they're teaching us if we are to learn, what is being given to us, because many times we're so eager to share what we know that we don't realize that there's something that the universe may be trying to tell us as well, you understand? And so then when I was told the student as if we had just started, then they seemed to get into it. Oh, okay, and they was ready, So when we come to teaching to the learner, we have to understand this, that what I know is not necessarily what the other person knows. And this is a real intense lesson for all of us. Because when we want somebody, especially the younger people, to know what we know, we figure, like, okay, I'm older and I've been around, and everything, and I've got a little more experience. So now, all you need to do is just sit here and listen to what I have to say. Now, they taught us a lot of things in college, and I am so very, very grateful to all of my professors, and most of them were doctors, and I don't know why this was, and these doctors are really, really smart, and I could call out a few of their names at the University of Little Rock, some of them